What's up, y'all? It's John. We're back in the time chamber. This time we've got Daima versus the new Goku Black deck from BT29. I lost the die roll here, so I'm going second. Johnny goes ahead and charges an energy and just passes to me. Go ahead and I untap, charge my energy for a turn, activate my leader skill here. Lets me look at the top 7 and choose any black card and send it to the warp. Go ahead and get this shuffled up here. Go ahead and pay 1 and play out this True Fighting Spirit. And then crack my marker and play the Unison I put in the warp. This one's a dual attacker you can play from the warp. I swing my leader into Johnny's leader. No one combos, he just takes the damage. I then swing my Unison into his leader. I don't believe he combos here either, just takes this hit as well. I activate the Unison's effect to untap it, and it then warps 2 cards from the top of my deck. And I swing that again. No negates or anything, he just takes the damage. I swing True Fighting Spirit at him. I use the auto to take a life and give it plus 10k for the battle. Johnny doesn't try and combo or anything, he just takes this one as well, and I pass there. He untaps and charges his energy for turn. Then goes ahead and plays out this Supreme Kai Unison. Goes ahead and swings his leader into my True Fighting Spirit here. Leader's going to let him check the top 5 for a Daima card here. He's going to take this 1-drop Bola, say negate, but also top 5 checks. He then awakens mid-swing here, gets to untap 1 and draw 1. I don't do any combos or anything, I just let it go. He goes ahead and pays 1 and taps his Unison to play out this Pansy. The Pansy searches his deck for a 2-cost blue Unison here. He gets his Glorio, that's for the deck as well. Then swings his Glorio into my Unison, no negates for me, I lose a marker. He then swings the Pansy into my Unison as well, and that takes it out. He activates his leader skill here, lets him untap both of his Unisons and draw a card. He then activates each of his Unison skills, 1 to untap an energy and 1 to beam his leader through my turn. Go ahead and I untap, charge my energy for turn. Activate my leader effect here, check the top 7 again. Send another Unison out into the warp. That's the same dual attacker, just the SPR art for it. Go ahead and I play that out. Then go on ahead and awaken. Go ahead and untap 1, go down to 6 and draw a card. Then swing my Unison into his Unison with 1 marker on it. Johnny goes through his hand here and negates with another Pansy, tapping his Unisons to pay the cost there. This lets him play out another Glorio on top of his previous one, and it has Empower blue 2, so it's going to get an additional marker here. Go ahead and activate my Unison, untap it, and warp 2. Turn that sideways again. This time, I believe, right back into the Glorio. No negates or anything this time, it just loses a marker. I play this Goku Black from my hand for 0. Warp out the untapped Pansy that he has. Then go ahead and swing my leader at his Glorio that's on 1 marker. Johnny was considering letting it through, but he decides to negate here with Bulma. Gets his top 5 check. Looks through for a moment here before he picks something out. Gets a 5-drop Vegeta here. Go ahead and resolve my leader's auto. Now I warp the top 2. We don't warp out the Pansy right here because we forgot, but we will be getting rid of it before it matters. I play this Invasion from the Future from my warp. Go ahead and uptick that. I draw a card and warp 1. And then I swing that into his Glorio again. Goes ahead and he negates with Dimension Magic here, untapping 2. Then I shift the turn over to him. He untaps everything. and draws for turn. And decides on a card to charge here. Goes ahead and taps 2 unisons and 1 energy to play this Glorio out. It's going to let him ramp one from the top of his deck. He then activates his leader skill, untaps both of his unisons, and draws a card. He then pays 1 here to activate Glorio's effect. It bottom decks a battle card and beams the Glorio and draws a card as well. No battle cards to bottom deck, but he's just using it to get the power up here. Swings the Glorio into my leader. I don't negate, I don't combo, I just take it. Goes ahead and does it again. Same thing, I just take this one as well. He swings his leader into my leader. Comboing off his Bulma, going to 20. Go ahead and I super combo here. Dig through my hand for a moment, discard a unison, draw 2. And Z-charge that. He Z-charges his Bulma. Activates the effects on his unisons here. Draw 1. He's going to use his Glorio to bean his leader again. The bean is just plus 5,000. I go ahead and I untap and draw, charge for turn. Go ahead and activate this Goku Black Unison again, draw 1 and then warp 1. Pay 1 and play out this 7 Kasamasu. This is going to give all of my unisons plus 5k during my turn. As an additional cost, I have to warp, I believe it's 2 unisons from my drop. It does draw a card on play as well. So this is just to kind of counter effect the bean effect. He's been using that Glorio Unison here. So I swing this Goku Black into his leader. They're both 20ks now. So I go ahead and I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to combo. I do decide to use a super combo here. Just trying to filter some cards out of my hand because the unisons kind of get stuck in there sometimes, so kind of just need to get rid of them. Johnny decides to use a Sensu Bean here. Gives his leader another plus 5k and untaps 2. Doesn't combo out though, he still takes this one. Going to 3 here. Go ahead and I swing my Zamasu into his leader. He negates with this Heroic Prospect. I go ahead and I swing my leader into his leader, warping the Prospect on attack and the top 2 cards from my deck. He negates this one with the Defending Friends. I then play this Zero Kasamasu from my hand, activate its skill here, and warp the top 2 cards of my deck. Then play another Zero Kasamasu from my hand. I uptick that one. Then I swing this Zamasu into his tap Defending Friends there. I play another Zamasu and warp 2 more cards. I then play this Goku Black from the warp. Go ahead and look through my hand here, see if there's any more pressure I can really do. So I go ahead and I just swing this into his Unison with 1 marker. His leader is just a little too big for me to bother with it right now. Go ahead and I activate my Unison's ability here, untap it, and warp 2 more. Then I go ahead and I pass over to Johnny here. He untaps and draws for turn, charges and energy. He swings with the Glorio here into my leader. I combo out of my hand. I kind of contemplate for a minute if I'm going to use the Z-Charge ability to get rid of the Glorio. I decide not to. He swings the Glorio into my leader again. This time I go ahead and I use my leader's ability to combo with the Unison from the warp. Then taps his Demon Realm cards and 3 energy to play his Secret Rare. On play it draws him 2 cards, and then it's also going to play a Unison from his drop with 3 markers on it. So he plays out that Glorio that I had just gotten rid of last turn. It would also board wipe, but I don't have any battle cards. He goes in and he swings the SCR into my leader. I go ahead and I pay 1 and play this Goku Black for my warp, activate battle timing. warps a battle card on play that has 2 or more markers when you play it. Goes ahead and swings his unison into my leader there. I go ahead and I activate my leader ability to combo a couple times. Activates his unisons again to draw a card and untap another one at the end of the turn. After using his leader to untap him, he swings his leader into my leader, combo this Trunks out of my hand, and he passes the turn to me there. Go ahead and I untap and I charge. Swing the Zamasu into his leader. It does not negate, so I play this Goku Black from the warp. This one gives something plus 10k when you play it from the warp during the activate battle timing. Goes ahead and he Sensu Beans here, putting him up to base 25k for the turn, untapping 2 energy. And goes ahead and uses a super combo, bottom decking 1 and drawing 2. And he just owes me 5k more to get out here, so we'll have to pick 1 battle card from his hand. He'll be out of the attack. Yep, and that'll get him out there. Go ahead and Z-charge 1 and puts 1 in the drop. I activate the Goku Black's effect to draw 1 and then warp 1. Swing Goku Black into his leader. He does not negate, so I go ahead and I use 1 unison from my warp there to make him use a card out of hand. Go ahead and I overwhelm out this Time Regulator Trunks. On play lets you draw 2 and then warp 1 from your hand. Then swing the Trunks into his leader. He does not negate. So I go ahead and I use a couple more unisons here. Again, just to try and pressure cards out of his hand. Because he is kind of low, but his hand's still pretty healthy. He decides just to take it here. Go ahead and I pay 1 and 2 Z energy for the classic cross-dimensional fighting spirit here. Work out the Glorio, activate its ability, remove 10 cards from my drop and warp. So now it's 25 double at his leader. He negates with Bulma. We've seen this one before. He's going to top check 5 here for a Demon Realm. He almost whiffs, but he does find 1 in there. He gets the Glorio Unison. I swing my leader into his leader. He does counterattack with the blue concept rare here. I go ahead and I choose to warp out the concept rare on swing. That does end the attack though, so I go ahead and I play this Zamasu on top of the other one. Just activate its effect here to warp 2. Go ahead and pay 1 more. Play this dual attacker from the warp again. I then swing that into his leader. He doesn't negate, combos once there to get out of the swing. I activate the Goku Black's effect, warp 2, untap it, and I know that I can't pressure him anymore this turn, so I just leave it untapped so I can try and block on his turn. Starts his turn, untaps, draws, and charges in energy here in a moment. I remember to get rid of my Overwhelm. Goes ahead and swings his leader into my leader. I go ahead and I use 2 unisons to get out of the swing there. Johnny's thinking for a moment here. Goes ahead and pays 3 energy and taps his unisons to play this 5-drop Goku. This one bottom decks a battle card and up to 1 Z energy on attack. He does decide not to get rid of any of my Z energy. My deck is really thin right now, and I probably will draw the card that he bottom decks, so he just decides not to get rid of any of it. I do the same trick I did earlier here. I pay 1 for this Goku Black from the warp. It warps out the attacker. He then taps another 3 in his unisons again to play out the 5-drop Vegeta. This one has barrier and triple strike, so this is not getting warped on attack. Goes ahead and he swings that at my unison. I go ahead and I negate with this Bardock here. Goes ahead and he ends his turn. The Vegeta will untap, untaps the energy, and then his unison will untap an energy as well. Go ahead and I untap for turn, draw, and charge a card. We did hit Evil Saiyan, I think it was last turn, so You know what it is. We're going to start the turn off with that, as you do. Go ahead and I play that out. I warp out the Vegeta, and then I take the Goku from his warp. I swing Evil Saiyan into his leader. He's at 1 now, so he has to negate pretty much everything that comes at him, because anything could be lethal. I have quite a few unisons in the warp right now. He does negate with D-Magic. I swing with the Goku. He negates with Bulma. I don't know if that's the 3rd or 4th Bulma, but it does trigger Evil Saiyan, so I steal it. So he does not get the auto from her this time. I swing Zamasu into his leader. He negates with the concept rare. Neither of his combo, he just lets it go. I swing this Bardock into his leader. He does not negate here. So, you know what it is. It's time to dump everything onto this, because to my knowledge, there's nothing he can do to this at battle timing. So, I super combo, discard a unison that doesn't do anything, draw 2. Go ahead and I pay 1. I play this Invasion from the Future for the plus 10k buff, just to try and make this Bardock as big as I can. I then start using my leader skill to remove these unisons in my warp from the game to give the Bardock 5k for every unison I get rid of. I think I end up around 90 or so k here on this swing. All told, go ahead and I pass it over to Johnny's combo step. Only has a couple cards to combo with, and I win the game this time.